All right, let's get a couple of games in. All right. Start out with my boys. Whoever doesn't keep the noise at a certain level will be going to bed. And also getting nothing. Keep that in mind.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we join you from South Philly.
Right.
Close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial
Eagles,
Field,
Cowboys.
the home of the Eagles.
Come on, man. It's taking so long. Okay, we're starting with the ball. What's the quality?
We are ready, and so is
Quality looks good. Let's get it. Okay.
Here in South Philly.
Okay, no run back.
Team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
That's my name. Yo, can we keep the noise down?
And 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And it's a positive start. A gain of 5 to get things going. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's caught. Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass.
What is the problem now?
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to lead to a fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And that one had too much.
Good night, Lee. Because you don't care, right? Get to bed and go to sleep.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Prescott. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Cooks going in motion. They'll run with Dowdle. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
No.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. Not much room to speak of. He'll take this to the 11. Second down and 8. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Prescott. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need
We'll have it, see.
momentum of the drive, and We'll see if that was it right there.
Oh, trying to stream with your children awake.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And that is
Good defensive stop right there, boy.
Very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. The pressure there got to him. He's busy through it. And that pass ball's incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than
Didn't I say I didn't want those
total
switches on?
offense
Didn't I
and
say you
halftime
have a seat?
room. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Perhaps it didn't get all of it. Their catch is taken right around midfield.
So far, defensive battle going on.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll play action. It's Prescott. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. He's got a man, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he's going to be taken down. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. They'll throw again. Dak. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This about as short as you can get. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just one score, one lone field goal. All these two teams could muster in half number one. What awaits us here in the second half? He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, Dowdle. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. I'll try again. It's second and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll run on second down. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
He'll drop this one down to the fullback. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Second down, Prescott. Hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity. Like anytime you have two defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
Fourth down. Here's Dak. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They forced.
All right, my defense has been pretty solid. I just can't score.
From the 35, it's first and 10. To throw is Hurts. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds on the other side.
Best play I had all game.
First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's second and 9. To throw is Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The break, the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
A second down throw for Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs.
No, stop.
First down.
No.
Again, Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now he takes off.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
On third down, here's Hurts. That is caught, and he's in. Dallas Goedert, touchdown, Philadelphia. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The extra point by Elliott is...
All right. Just got to see what I can do on defense.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Drive will start.
Oh, good tackle.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Now a second down throw for first.
Good sack, baby. Sack lunch.
Get away, and he's going to go down. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. On the play fake. Dak.
Let's go, D!
Incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of...
Come on, one more stop.
A couple of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Lets it go downfield.
Ball game, baby!
And the Eagles will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Hurts looking to throw on first down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Can we stop with that?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
They'll throw on 4th down with Hurts. That's going to be caught. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark. But he is...
Thought I had that.
They've held him on 4th down.
Back on my defense.
On play action. Here's Dak.
Got him again, baby. Got him again.
It's intercepted. Picked off by
Let's go, D.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. You got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Once again, it's Barkley. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Third and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. Oh, he's going to be very close.
Yo, this is like the 2nd time in a row.
But he is short. They've held him on 4th down.
So the key to
Yeah, if I lose this
play is
game,
when you're gonna
I'm
play pass
bro.
coverage and you're
I'm
gonna
gonna,
drop
I'm gonna be
in,
tight
you
because
have to
I could have
understand
ran the
if the
clock out.
quarterback drops the
I was
ball
getting
all
greedy.
short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle.
And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted.
3 picks.
And he's going to be brought
Shut that
down.
offense
What
down,
a
boy.
turn of events here. He has
All right,
given his
now
guys
the game's
first
over.
and 10 in the red zone.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
That's the ball game, ladies and gents. I'll take a 7-3 win.
So it's a win here for the Eagles. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Torino. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners, as we say so long from South Philly.
What are you doing?
You making a whistle now.
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send 2 teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
No.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And off we go from Minneapolis. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Oh my God, that is so tiny.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
What a play!
On his opening throw of the game. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted.
Let's Let's go! Woo, let's go with an interception, boy.
Exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side.
Woo, let's go, baby.
Goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
On first down, Hurts.
And I threw it right back to him.
Interception.
Ah, all I had to do was wait a second more and he'd have been open.
Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that.
Oh, I'm so mad at myself right now.
Defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that
They ain't come to play. I just threw a horrible pass.
ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT.
Oh, what a play.
Able to find
What a play. Can't be mad at it.
pick up on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
That was a hell of a trick play right there, boy.
In special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Darnold now to throw. He rolls to his right. He's going to keep it this time.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 19. Pass is caught, it's T.J. Hawkinson. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third down, here's Jones. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a first and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
They got making fat.
They'll run here with Jones. And he's coming down the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 6 yards. Boy, a great spot. Second and goal at the 2. Jones can't bypass that line. They stop him at the 3.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
He flies into the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down in the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
He's throwing for it. And he's got a man complete. And he's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. Wow, he's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. On the return, Britton Covey finds some space. He's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
He breaks the tackle. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. Our score,
Down 6-0.
6-0. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They start out with 3rd and 4.
Come on.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
All right, I'm going. I won the first game. I don't really care if I lose this game or not.
He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. Oh, it's the screen. Pass complete. They find 21 yards and get the 1st down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Shotgun snap for Hurts.
Oh, it was the wrong read. Bro, I was supposed to throw it to the running back, bro. He was wide the fuck open. Fuck it, man.
Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives.
Bro, oh my God, I had him wide the fuck open. I pressed the wrong fucking button.
How integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tail,
Bro, I'm beating myself at this point.
Beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I love throwing a 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hutchinson wheels it in. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Darnold looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 24. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion. Now
Darnold. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Thank you.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. There he goes on the right side.
Let's go, baby. I needed that. D, stand up.
And forget the interception.
Wow. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Bro, you got it. You have to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Like, because of a pickoff return, you quit? I wasn't even playing my best game. Bro, that's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. Nicole Hardman now on the return. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. First down to his right. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco.
That was a, what you call that, bro?
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. From the 39. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Going on first down, Mahomes. And he rocks the tackler. They drop it with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. From the 41. Pacheco hauls it in. And he's tackled with a first down yardage. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Offense up to the line fast. Again, Mahomes to throw. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. Counter kick here to Pacheco.
That boy's a beast.
The end zone. They mark him at the 4. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. Pacheco has Kansas City touchdown.
Man, just march down the field on me.
The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
He has it, and he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. Well, evidently a
Can we stop making all the noise?
They further quiet this home crowd by adding the 2-point conversion.
You know what I love about this? I love it because coaches spend time all week saying we're going to be aggressive, we're going to go for it, but then you back it up with a decision like that. That's empowering your team in another team's building. What a start.
The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have it on 2nd and short. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They go to Barkley again. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Here's another carry for Barkley. And they take him down right along the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts now from the gun. Completes this one.
Ooh, go! Let's go!
And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. And he hits the extra point. A little surprised he wouldn't go for 2 in the time, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this stuff it away. Chooses to bring this one out. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And that's good for a gain of 5. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing again, Mahomes. Complete out to the right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Another throw for Mahomes. Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throw, Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Back to the air, Mahomes. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
No connection on the last play, and now 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll push their lead to 4.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3
Right there.
points. Not what you were looking for.
My phone on the charger, please.
Reed now to kick this one away.
Yes, sir.
On the return, Britton Covey. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Okay.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Coming now to return this. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A play fake now hurts to throw. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. And the Chiefs take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the 2nd half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this 2nd half.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd down run by Pacheco. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Cooper to Jean with the stop. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. Running back sent in motion left. Completed to his running back. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First down carry for Pacheco. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see it later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, a bigger gap in the future.
Mahomes finds his back complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut, second down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. So now, here's third and goal. Here's Mahomes now. This one's caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Now they'll get some time to mold this decision. They'll have 4th and goal after the break. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. A very short kick here from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. It'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll come up 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles down by 7. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down at the 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Back to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Setting up to pass. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get this?
I went for the win.
Oh, make it across. They definitely weren't afraid to go for it all there, but they remain down by 1. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away.
That interception really hurt me. Coming out of the half.
Into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Kelsey makes the catch. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. He has it on the QB sneak. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. A give right side, here's Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. This is why it's called a victory formation. He takes a knee and the seconds tick away towards a win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock. You would have included a close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not there'll be like this a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you...
All right, I got one more.
All right, what do you want? You just substitute.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati.
All right, starting on defense.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Quickly to the air is Burrow. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
Ooh, let's go. Big play, Slay. Get off me. Get off me. Get off me. Touchdown.
This one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Woo.
Well, a
opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it.
That was beautiful.
They take it the other way for points.
Homework, preparation, research, it all comes back to that, VJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognize the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And they go play action now. Burrow looking deep here for Chase.
Oh, that was a hell of a throw right there, boy. Can't be mad at that.
Extra!
Extra!
And the Bengals extra! Point away now from tying this ball game. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hurts. Flushed out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I seen that. LA opened right up.
Jalen Hurts, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Play action. It's Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on the receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Burrow will throw. He'll look underneath and find
That's some bullshit right there.
And that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down. Here we go.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
They go play action with Burrow.
Good shit. Good shit.
To the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive if they watch the other side just score. But remember, that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 30 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before an important third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bengals take over first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals. Reed Blankenship is back deep to return it. And this will wind up being down.
Why does everybody have to keep running and going to the bathroom? Just have a seat.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot.
What's up, my guy?
Anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they're doing defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Please don't do that.
A team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
That'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived.
Hey, man, football games is where it's at. And yes, NCAA does look good.
When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Ah, there it is. Ah. Oh, y'all are driving me crazy.
This is taken up past the 30. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter.
All right, I'm about to hop off real quick because my kids are whining and crying. I got to deal with them.
You wanted to be in coming out to start this 3rd quarter.